Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and things are a little bit slow around here. The channel's been slowing down a bit, but we got some snow, and yeah, I've been busy with the two girls, but this just got me thinking about the Ardennes offensive, and so I thought, why not look at a classic History Channel documentary. Oh man, you guys get a laugh out of these? These things are just absolutely ridiculous. You get a handful of legit survivors of history, men who participated in the combat, and the History Channel fellas interview them and use about 45 seconds of them talking about some random thing and spin it whatever way they want to. I've even seen a different version of I think it was the 6-Day War, where in one they highlighted everything that was talking about how the American tanks that were sold to the Israelis were superior to the British ones, and then I watched the BBC version of the same show, and they highlighted everything that talked about how the British tanks were favored by the Israelis. So I think it's really up to you, Shot Kal or a Magach. Anyway, I've always felt like these History Channel documentaries were a joke. The main problem with them is they take some really good history, getting sources from primary source material, and then they just completely spin it into whatever tale they want to fabricate. But let's get back to some more Guppy in the snow. Look at how cute this kid is. She is my little tank baby. So I mentioned that things are slowing down on the channel, and that's going to continue to be a trend. I'm really excited to see the people that have come in from the last interview that I did. I love seeing what's going on with the channel. And I've been talking to one of you in particular, AC, I think is your name. Are you a Christian boy? I see a cross in your profile pic. That's pretty neat. Have I mentioned that I'm a youth pastor? Anyway, things are going to be slowing down, and I'm just kind of trying to find a balance between taking care of the baby, who I need to burp like now, so give me just a second. Alright, thanks for indulging me there a second. I have to be very active in taking care of little Jet Girl, as I call her. Daddy's nickname for her is Momo, the little baby. She has this little peach fuzz, so I use the Japanese name for Peach as her little nickname. Anyway, it does not snow very often in our area here on the Oregon coast, so I took the opportunity to go for an early walk with the tank baby, and you can see that she's wearing a jacket and a couple of layers of clothing there. Oh, look, speaking of layers, German tank armor. But in the meantime, let's go back to talking about this History Channel so-called documentary. There's always a highlight of some things and then a complete dismissal of others. The fearsomeness of German tanks being highlighted, the unreliability being dismissed in this case, because of course this documentary was all about how terrifying it was to have these number of German tanks facing you, and then here we see some numbers. Oh my goodness, they're showing us some more numbers. Look at all those tanks in beautiful formation. All those Panthers. Are they counting all the ones that were broken down and non-functional? Probably. Talking about armor, I love how when they get into like ballistics testing later on in this episode, they show the plate, the frontal plate armor of a Tiger and how effective it is, and then they compare it to the side armor of a Sherman. Why? Probably because a Sherman's frontal armor is almost equivalent to a Tiger's frontal armor, but let's not talk about that, shall we? Anyway, sounds like I have some more work to do. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, she's got a new diaper, she's bottled and swaddled, daddy's holding her and rocking her while he talks. Oh, what's going on? They're arming the youth? Anyway, yeah, the Germans were pretty desperate by the time of the Ardennes counteroffensive, the Battle of the Bulge as it's known. I remember doing a report on this battle in school when I was a young lad, and it really opened my eyes to sort of the experience in a small scale of what they go through in war. And yet, here we are, safe with our little tank baby in the snow. She's a cute little tiger, isn't she? Just kidding. She's a Sherman.
Say hi, Guppy.
Anyway,
Hi.
all of this is to say, I just continue to enjoy this channel as a way of connecting with you guys. It's sort of my social network. I post these videos around places like live.warthunder and Reddit, and I get some helpful feedback and some not so helpful feedback, mostly from people who are expecting me to be more professional. This is just not that kind of channel. As for where we're going in the future, well, that's an interesting subject. I want to continue to make this channel something that's just sort of a social place for me and a gathering place for people of similar interests. Guns, tanks, history, and War Thunder and the like. Look at those beautiful Sherman tanks and their small numbers. Really, one of the things that I tend to get out of these historical battles is I tend to see an overall theme. There really are a lot of cases where things like the weather comes through at the last moment for the people who end up winning the battle. Look at the Battle of the Bulge and you see that the extreme cold really helped to keep the Germans from being able to push the way they wanted to close off that salient, to entrap a massive number of American forces, which probably wouldn't have changed the course of the war. If you look at potential histories, Germany still would have lost World War II videos. I think he's done 2 parts to that one so far. I'd love to see that be a series with a part 3, just because there'll always be more things to talk about why Germany still would have lost World War II. But if you ask me, I think that the same one who can be held accountable... Yeah, are you getting grumpy? Are you getting grumpy? This is Jet Girl. She's revving up her engines. I think she's expecting more food anytime soon now, so I'll be... Again, I gotta take another quick break here. This is my life. So this is not the most professional video, as you may have noticed. We're rambling, we're talking about a number of things. But I guess I should probably start to wrap it up. I always get a kick out of these History Channel documentaries. They're really just a means of storytelling using some historical pieces, and if that gets you interested in real history, then I think that a show like this has done its job. If it ends up making you have a false sense of American superiority, I think that is the actual intent of shows like this, to make you feel proud about yourself and your country and your stuff. And I think that's stupid, and I don't think that's a good use for history, but it is popular, and it does sell screen time, so I think it's going to keep on happening. For those of you that like to look between the lines, it's definitely a great opportunity to find out what is bunk and what is not. But let's go back to Guppy in the Snow. Hey there, cute baby. She's such a cuto. She's almost 2 years old, and she is a precious girl. She's got her little baby sister born now, and she's starting to compete for resources. That's right. We're raising children on 2 fronts now. And this little one definitely needs a bottle, so I'm going to leave you guys here. Again, I'm gonna be really busy, but that doesn't mean I love you guys any less. I've just got an actual baby to raise now, and the professionalism of my videos is definitely going to go down. Because I'd rather put out volume and be able to consistently connect with you guys and share my thoughts than having time to really edit something. But maybe I'll find some project that really inspires me. Anyway, I do have to go. This baby needs some more bottle against the odds. How much are you eating? You are a baked potato of hunger and fury. Okay, I gotta go. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Stay out of the road. People think I'm a bad daddy. Yeah. Letting cars crash into the tank, baby, and get destroyed. Hey, Guppy. Guppy, say bye-bye.